Alright, you're watching the Toon in 10, and this is our New Year review. You all know how it goes now. We'll kick off the first half, 5 minutes only this time. No extra time, no extra halves this time, boys.
No, we did.
Christmas is over.
Did you pick the free mug winner yet?
No, they'll find out in January actually.
Mm. So, keep on tweeting.
Yes, so I think I forgot to do the intro last time. So I'm Adam, that's Pete, that's Vince, and of course you're watching another episode of the Toon in 10. Okay, so the Toon Network.
Start off by saying I'm really sorry about what I said about Alan Shearer the other week. We've had a bit of backlash. Lots of bad reaction to that one. A lot of backlash.
He didn't come back.
Honestly, I've had people at my door. It's been hell on.
Got really serious actually. A few restraining orders in the post.
A lot of people call me Fatty Fat Man, which is a bit offensive.
That's
Anyway, sorry. So I just wanted to put that out there.
You're right.
Apologies. I should not have offended.
I mean, he's a legend, so I would never say anything like that. Okay, so to crack on with the first half. We're going to talk about obviously the year 2015, but for the first half, we're going to talk about our lowlights. What were the worst times for us? What put us in the doldrums in the year 2015? Hell, there's plenty to choose from. 5-minute time at the ready. Here we go. Go. So Pete.
Yeah.
Let's go first. What's your lowlight of 2015?
Where do you start?
Because it's been a cracking year, full of ups and downs and downs and downs and. Downs.
Personal lowlight.
Downs.
Was seeing Adam successfully lose as much weight as he did, because I didn't expect he was going to be able to do that. I mean, well done and all that. In terms of a Newcastle thing, it has to be. It has to be the most recent Sunderland derby. As much as I try not to allow the derby to define my season with Newcastle, the manner of that first half. It was just a joke, and it felt like that. There was before that game. There was a little bit of momentum, with a couple of decent performances. We had a couple of bad performances as well, but thought, okay, we're building. Yeah. We went there. The new manager thought, oh, now this is going to be where they finally get rid of this whole new manager coming in crap, and it was Rudy Allardyce as well. And then it just was like I couldn't believe the one thing that could have happened, which was to go down to 10 men just before half time, and it happened. It was just.
It was that, wasn't it?
It was just horrendous.
Yeah.
So for me, and then it was because it was 3-0 with an unbelievable ball from bloody Yunus Kabul.
What a finish though!
The free transfer, 29-year-old defender with Premiership experience. Not to labour that point. And then Fletcher, where the hell did that finish come from?
With a pace rating out of 20 of 4, and the biggest head you've ever seen. Yeah. But obviously,
he should be in the mummy.
As a low light, that obviously led to fractions within the Toon in 10 sofa. And if you remember, I got assaulted straight after that incident as well.
That's in the highlight bit.
Yeah. For me, one name, 3 syllables: John Carver. How we ended up in such a situation. We kept with John Carver and persevered. That football we played over that period of Carver is the worst I think I've seen as a Newcastle fan. It was turgid, it was awful. The atmosphere at the ground was some of the worst I've seen. His rhetoric, his press, the team atmosphere, it was absolutely awful. That period was worse than I thought we were going down. I honestly thought we were in absolute free fall then. We couldn't buy a win.
Everything. And then he was so blinkered. He 100% thought he was the best coach in the Premiership. And he just things like coming out and saying like Williamson he intentionally got himself sent off and stuff.
What was he thinking?
Absolutely odious.
Horrible. Look, I suffer a lot of embarrassment as a Newcastle fan. I do think we're the worst fans in the league. But that was awful. It was terrible. It was an embarrassment.
Yeah. And it was really annoying that every neutral fan was like, "Oh, you get what you deserve."
Yes.
No, but it's like this idea that because he's a Geordie, that he knows what it means. It's just like, well, yeah, but he doesn't really know.
Don't bring Bobby Robson.
Oh, I don't know. He's turning in his grave, man. He felt sorry for you.
Adam, that's yours.
He felt sorry.
Well, you know, I think it's sort of it really epitomised where our club had got to, and it's sort of following on from the Carver era, and it was one of the last tasks he was given by the poisonous hierarchy.
Oh no!
And it was when he made the phone call to Jonas Gutierrez and Ryan Taylor. Oh, sorry, just pass the phone over. So, fair enough. I mean, my beef isn't with the decision, because I think there was very good footballing reasons why we wouldn't extend their contracts, their respective contracts. I get that. However, both really loyal servants, really good guys as well. Actually, really good guys. They connected with the fans on social media. They always give the 100%. They worked hard for us when we were in the championship.
Both got songs about them. Both got
yeah, of
songs.
course, and it says a lot about them. And I think the way that they were dismissed, all it would have taken is for John Carver, even if he was told what he needed to do, get him into the office. Yeah. Look at them.
They would have known what was coming. They would have known.
Look them in the eye and just saying, guys, thanks very much for your service. Yeah. We'll have a little night for you. We'll go out for a meal for you, exactly. But we're not going to extend your contract. I'm sorry, but I wish you all the best.
Yeah,
it wasn't. It was a disgusting phone call, and they deserve more than that. I think anyone would deserve more than that. Even players I don't really like don't deserve that.
Any job you don't get. You don't get that.
And I think that just epitomised where we'd got to, and that was pretty low. Yeah.
Pretty low.
Pretty low. Oh, thank God that's over. So there's the lowlights of 2015 done. Don't worry, I've got a feeling the second half's going to be a little bit more positive.
I'm going to sit out this highlights one.
We've only got 2.
5 minutes of highlights.
We'll have to fight over the 2. We'll see after half time.
Talk dead slow.
See after this. I'll read. Welcome back to the second half of the Toon and 10. Bit grim that first half. I think we're going to have to...
The life of a Toon fan.
A fair reflection. But we're going to have to restore some kind of balance to the universe. And...
You watched Star Wars over Christmas, didn't you?
Maybe.
Where that's come from.
No spoilers. So what we're going to do in the second half is, of course, talk about the highlights of this previous year, 2015. We've had to do a bit of research on this one, but let's hope we don't all pick the same one. Okay, so for highlights of 2015, time at the ready, go! I think I'm going to kick off this one actually. And I'm not going to go for the one that everyone's probably thinking of. What I'm going to go for is my highlight of 2015 was hearing Mike Ashley's voice in an interview, which was just it was just bizarre. And I mean, I've been waiting for years to hear what he sounds like, and it's always this, it was always like a no comment, people shoving cameras in his face, and he never and you're thinking, he must be quite an imposing guy. He's built an empire out of, probably like nothing, out of a sports shop, at the back of a sports shop was it that he started, or whatever it was.
He's self-made.
Yeah, completely self-made. But it's like, he's obviously, you don't get to that position without being a bit of a tyrant and a bit, very assertive and business acumen, but like probably is quite a scary figure, and he is. But when this little voice came out of his mouth, like... I don't know. I felt like he was like a little boy.
He became humanised, though.
It did humanise him a bit.
He just came across as just like an ordinary guy.
Yeah.
So was the highlight?
But the highlight was
hearing his voice.
The highlight was the fact that was the whole thing. It was the fact that there was an interview. I was just like, that's mental. Yeah. It was the fact that he suddenly was promising all this stuff, which
has he delivered?
In fairness to him, he provided 50 million quid in the summer, and obviously we'll find out if he's going to provide more, which we probably desperately need. But it was, if at the time it felt like a turning point. Thinking on a bit, about 6 months later, it's probably too early to say yet. I don't think I can understand why he hired McLaren, although I didn't fully agree with it. We'll see what January comes, and we'll see what happens at the end of the season. But we know one thing: we are in trouble. And has he left it too late to kind of come around, or suddenly want Newcastle to be ambitious? We don't know. But anyway, I thought that was quite funny, quite enjoyed that, and it was great. So I'm going to go for Vince. What was your highlight of 2015?
Not one exact thing, but the summer transfer window.
Okay.
I had some really, really exciting times of like, is Mitrovic going to sign? Remember the pictures of him? The pictures down
Well,
to Hilton.
he was
the little videos that Wijnaldum did when he saw the ground.
Big fan of Shearer.
Yeah. No, don't go that again. I just thought it was really exciting, and how quickly we did our transfer. I remember Torvan. It was like, oh, we signed Torvan. There was no massive build-up. There was no to and fro. We beat big teams to those 4 players. Even the furore over Mbemba. Like,
how old is he?
30,
We've sort of forgot about Mbemba, haven't we?
And I just think to sign the 4 players we signed over the summer for the money we signed, I haven't been that excited in a transfer window for ages. So that was it for me. So a transfer window.
Yeah, they were.
It was really right. It was really exciting, and there were good signings and players that we'd seen on like sort of Football Manager had been talked about across like sort of European journalism and stuff like that. Ronaldo, obviously Player of the Year and won the league.
So kind of touching on both, because the Ashley thing, aside from how ridiculous he sounds, considering he's such a big imposing man, and the fact he followed on with these promises, spending money, he did do that. So I mean that was a highlight. Another highlight for me was the fact that during the summer there was points when it looked like we weren't going to hire McLaren. They were a highlight for me. It was, the fact he rejected us 3 times, the fact we were linked with Vieira, there was some exciting names coming on. Like, come on, who we're going to get? It might not be McLaren. It might not be McLaren. It's McLaren. Oh, for God's sake.
People talk about Vieira being a manager, but look at Roy Keane. Everyone thought Roy Keane would be a hell of a good manager.
No, it wasn't. I tell you what, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. It wasn't Vieira per se. It was the change of tact that would have represented.
What was your actual highlight though?
Well, the actual highlight, it had to be the West Ham game as a general.
Yeah.
Gutierrez
is finished.
It was very frustrating getting up to that game, but the atmosphere. It was like
electric. It was electric. It was electric.
The players it kind of forgot that it was McLaren and Carver in charge, whereas they hadn't before. They thought, this is it, and they actually did play properly. They went out there. It was Allardyce as well. It was just a really exciting.
What a performance!
Game.
It was Gutierrez. I mean, it was a fairy tale.
Chant went round after
It was honestly the hairs were standing up the back of my neck, and it was just a fairy tale way to win. Obviously, the way he went out, as we mentioned before, wasn't great, but no one can ever take that away from him.
No.
And that memory.
You know what it is with Newcastle now? I mean, a lot of the time.
A lot of the time.
Unbelievable.
A lot of the time. Oh, but Jonas Gutierrez, what a wonderful way to sign off 2015. Just good feelings. It's what football's about. It's the story.
He wasn't thinking that would have been him signing off 2015.
No. But I mean,
on this note, thanks to all the people that follow us. I mean, we've got 250 subscribers now.
Thanks, guys. You are what make this. You what makes this.
Honestly, we appreciate the comments and everything. I know Adam usually says this, but for me, I love reading them, and it's really good that people share this. So,
how about from Stephen Sedham for a while?
Stephen Sedham, get in touch, mate.
Yes.
You were
Lawless.
You were patient zero. You were the first subscriber. Where are you, mate? Get in touch. Get in touch. But yeah, just to echo that, it's been fantastic doing these videos. We're going to continue to do them. It's great when we get messages on Twitter, people asking, when's the next video, lads? We try and get as many as we can. Obviously, we're busy, but we really enjoy doing them, so we always make a big effort to get them out for you. Keep subscribing. More to come. Loads more to come. Keep sharing with all your friends, because we just want to reach as many people as possible.
Yeah. And any topics you want us to cover?
Send in your topics. Send in your topics, because sometimes our topics are rubbish, but we just chat on about anything else anyway.
We'll have a whole half on highlights of a team that nearly got relegated in a relegation battle. Come on.
We're really scraping the barrel there, guys. Really scraping the barrel. Anyway, from all of us at the Tune in 10, I've been Adam. That's been Pete. That's been Vince. It's a very happy new year, and all the best for 2016. We'll see you there, guys. Cheers. See you later.